Hello students, you are watching my YouTube channel. I am Manoj Kumar Ekka. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the like button. Today we shall discuss a poem that is Lines Written in Early Spring, written by William Wordsworth. So before we go for the explanation of the poem, let's see the life sketch in nutshell of William Wordsworth. He was one of the most influential of England's romantic poets. He began to write poetry while he was at school, but none was published until 1793. Throughout his work, nature provides the ultimate good influence on the human mind. He repeatedly emphasizes the importance of nature to an individual's intellectual and spiritual development. His poems such as Daffodils, London 1802, Lucy Gray, The Solitary Reaper, and many others. So, his poems explain his love of nature. So basically he writes poems on nature. Now let's go to the text, the first paragraph of the poem. See, I heard 1,000 blended notes while in a grove I sat reclined. So sat here means, in the old English it is sat, and reclined, that means lean back against. So he is leaning back against a tree. And blended notes means combined or mixed sound, and grove here means orchard. So the poet tried to say that as he sat in a grove, here means orchard, leaning against a tree. So we can say as he rested, he heard 1,000 mixed or combined sounds. Next line, in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. So he says that the poet finds himself in a happy, cheerful mood, and there at the same time, the same happy mood also brought sad thoughts to the mind. It is like in a coin, two sides, as in one mind, two thoughts. So the poet tries to express that he was happy due to the nature, its blessing on earth, and he was also sad because of human's sad condition, which he himself was the responsible for it. Next stanza, see. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran. So here the poet treats nature as a living being. He says that nature links human soul with her works through her sights and sounds. It was the same soul that ran through the poet as well. Next line, see. And much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. That means the poet says that he is very much sad because of the decision and direction that mankind has taken. So he is very much saddened by it. That man himself has made the life of his fellow human beings miserable. Next, the third stanza. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trail its wreath. So primrose tufts, primrose means a plant in forest bear pale yellow flowers in early spring, and tufts is a kind of grass, and bower is a shady pleasant place under trees where the poet is sitting. So in these lines, the poet treats flowers as if they were living beings. He says that in that shady place in the garden, he saw a variety of flowers. He looked at these beautiful flowers and thought that they had life in them. He saw that the periwinkle formed a ring around the cluster of primrose flowers as if they were embracing each other. So here next line you see, and 'tis my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. He says that he believes and it is his faith that every flower in nature has life in it. Like human beings, every flower and plant enjoy the air it breathes. Next, the fourth stanza. The birds around me hoped and played. Hoped means jumped. Their thoughts I cannot measure. So the poet continues to observe nature. He saw how the birds were playing and jumping around him. However, he could not know and understand their thought, that what he says. But the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. So he says that their little movements gave him the idea that they were quite happy there. Every movement they made was a sign of their happiness and excitement. It shows that they were in harmony with nature. Next line. The budding twigs spread out their fan to catch the breezy air. The poet continues to describe the events in nature. He says the newly grown small branches spread out their leaves to get the air they needed. And I must think, do all I can, that there was pleasure there. And so here the poet says that this shows that they had life in them. This led the poet to believe that there was great joy in nature. And the last stanza, what it says, if this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament? Lament means to be sad. What man has made of man? The poet says that from his experience in nature, he is convinced that there is life in every plant and flower. He believes that nature has made a holy plan. According to this plan, there is a close link between all living beings and natural objects. If this holy plan has been created consciously by nature, then there is every reason to be sad about what man has made of man. In other words, man is responsible for all the miseries all over the world. Now let's see the central idea of the poem. What is the central idea of the poem? Nature is full of life, beauty, charm and sweetness. Plants and flowers add to the beauty of nature. Birds with their song and dance provide a great excitement in life. What is more, every object in nature has a living spirit which is like the soul in human beings. Like human beings, every flower enjoys the air it breathes. But it is a pity that man has been very cruel to humanity. By ignoring his link with nature and running after material things, man has lost his link with nature. Man's separation from nature is the main cause of all his worries. He must go back to nature if he wants to regain his lost happiness. So this is the central thing. So here we end the explanation of the poem. Till then, see you in my next video. Thank you very much. God bless you.